A new Mario game means another great OST. While there's a lot of controversy surrounding World, I don't think anyone is criticizing the work Nintendo put into this soundtrack. While every Mario Kart brand has brand new tracks as well as remixes from the old games, World takes this to a whole new level, bringing back tons of great Mario music from the whole series to listen to in free roam, as well as having some great new tracks. Without further ado, let's get into the best songs from World, and be sure to subscribe for more Mario content. What else to start it with than the main theme? This just fits World so perfectly, making it sound like you're on a big road trip out in the country. I think I still prefer the jazzy theme of Mario Kart 8, but I'm certainly not complaining about this banger. Crown City is a fun, upbeat track that reminds me a lot of Jackbox at certain points with how it sounds, and it just has so much going on with a ton of different instruments and sections to make sure it doesn't get boring. It keeps the theme ironically enough of having so many different themes throughout the world, the Mario Kart World. I just think it's cool how many different sounds there are as you traverse around the map, even though I also do love when Mario games have a more uniform personality. Continuing with that is Whistletop Summit, which sounds like it takes inspiration from Ireland. This is just a fast-paced track that, while sounding like something brand new, also just sounds like a Mario Kart song urging you to race faster. Faraway Oasis. This one makes me think of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom at certain points. I don't know if it's the flute playing or some motives, but let me know in the comments if you hear that as well. Not too much to say about this one, but just another solid tune that sounds very unique. Peach Stadium reminds me of Mario Kart DS with that harmonica-like sound that was so prevalent in DS. There's just so many different styles here to make one great song you can listen to it so many times. But seriously, tell me what genre you would consider this. Great Block Ruins is a beautiful track with a great melody that has a tropical sort of feel, which gives off Bowser Fury vibes. I know I keep saying how every track reminds me of something else, but it really does. It's like Nintendo took inspiration from different games for different tracks to make this soundtrack the most varied we've seen in the series. Dandelion Depths. You won't believe what I'm going to say here, but it reminds me of another game. Comment which one you were thinking of before I say it. 3, 2, 1. Steam Gardens for Mario Odyssey. At least at the beginning with the type of guitar used, you just cannot tell me they made this tune without looking to Odyssey. Boo Cinema has got to be one of my favorite spooky Mario Kart tracks, as it sounds like a more old school Halloween song. The subtle swing elements definitely create that feeling, and I always love when Nintendo adds in that style to their games. It's one of the reasons Mario 3D World is one of my favorite soundtracks. Another classic Mario Kart track is back with a brand new banger. This might just be the most insane Bowser's Castle we've gotten. Words can't even describe it, so just listen. Rainbow Road has 4 different sections, and there's at least a couple different references to predecessors in the series. I hear some Super Mario Kart, some 7, and some 8. My personal favorite section is the 4th, where it comes to an end and has the trumpets going off, followed by the strings and back to the trumpets to send you off. Just so much going on here, and in my opinion, this is one of the best Rainbow Road tracks that we've ever seen. There are a few other songs I do want to briefly mention. Mario Bros. Circuit, DK Spaceport, Starview Peak, Salty Salty Speedway, Cheap Cheap Falls, Dry Bones Burnout, and Acorn Heights. These aren't my favorite tracks, but there really aren't any bad ones in this game, and they are still worth listening to. Now onto some of the older songs that were remade or remixed in World. GCN Baby Park. Baby Park was already one of my favorites in the series, and then Nintendo decided to make a dance remix of it. My jaws dropped when I heard this because I can tell you for sure I was not expecting this, and you are lying if you say you were. Toad's Factory? In this economy? How did Nintendo just make this masterpiece and then just arguably make it better? Waluigi Pinball? As a sax player, I love any song that features a sax solo. I already loved Waluigi Pinball in DS and the other times we've heard it, but this is just perfection. Just listen. Another song known for its sax solo, Dolphin Shoals. I know my fellow sax players watching this have all tried to play this to varying degrees of success. At least the composers at Nintendo are trying to justify the $80 price tag. Please select player from Super Mario Bros. 2. This sounds like something 8-bit Big Band would do. I loved it from the beginning, but then it switches themes, and then there's a trombone solo later on followed by a trumpet solo, and it has a pseudo ragtime feel. The athletic theme from Yoshi's Island is legitimately one of my favorite video game songs of all time, and I smile every time I hear it. While this isn't my favorite version ever of this, it's probably the aforementioned 8-bit Big Band's cover, it's still another great jazzy theme to listen to in its free roam. Bob-Omb Battlefield. That's it. That's all I need to say. Here, listen. Staying with Super Mario 64, the slider theme is back and has never sounded better. I don't even know how to describe this, but it only gets better as it goes on with the solo at the end and the subtle guitar riffs. The final Super Mario 64 song I want to talk about is one that makes me emotional when I listen to it. Super Mario 64 DS was the first game I ever completed, and listening to this just brings me back to a much simpler time. It has an old school guitar sound at parts, and this song alone makes World worth $80. This is a joke, don't hate me, alright? Overworld from New Super Mario Bros. Is just another track that gets me emotional, as the first two games in the series hold a special place in my heart, and I've never been more glad to have this back with not only a lead sax, but a sax freestyle solo. There are a few Galaxy songs remixed in World, but I am just going to talk about some of them. Gusty Garden Galaxy might actually be the best video game song of all time, and while I do prefer the original, this is still a really cool, more rock-like version. I feel like for one of the first times ever, Nintendo finally listened to fans, because when it comes to music, Nintendo added all our, yes, our, favorite music from the series. I remember running through New Super Mario Bros. Wii with my brother when it first came out 15 years ago, and then hearing this masterpiece at the end, and now Nintendo has brought it back. Listen to the Wild Glide Galaxy and comment why you think I like this one. Super Bell Hill has another sax solo, so therefore it's peak once again. Break Free is back after first appearing in Odyssey, and while I prefer the original, it's just such a good song even without lyrics. Now I can go on and on about all the amazing remixes in World, but there's probably like 200 tracks in the game, and I can't talk about them all. If I left any out that you feel like should have been talked about, please let me know in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed listening to the soundtrack as much as me, and if you're still here, you probably did. So be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. This has been Danny with Game Domain.